What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, I told you guys I was getting ready to watch the Brandon Rios Mike Alvarado Part 2. Thrilling fight. I can't say enough about it. I'm excited. I remember watching it when I just watched it the first time live. I was sweating. Like, I don't know if you guys get like that, but my hands get sweaty, and I'm like really watching on the edge of the seat. I'm not taking any bathroom breaks unless it's in between rounds, and that's how I get when I watch fights. But either way, hell of a fight. And I was thinking, what if I worked at Top Rank? What matches would I try to make? And I just came up with some. I want to see what you guys think of them. So basically, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. For Brandon Rios, obviously he needs to take some time off because he was just in a war with Mike Alvarado. So take 6 to 8 months off and fight the fourth quarter of this year. But if they were to match Brandon Rios with Ruslan Provodnikov, have Ruslan come back down from welterweight to 140, he was already fighting at 140, I think that's explosive. They're both off losses, but they're both off of respectable losses. These aren't bad losses. You were in there with Mike Alvarado, who had an excellent game plan, and Ruslan was in there with Timothy Bradley, who composed himself and came up with an excellent game plan and adapted in the middle rounds. So none of them are losses. None of them are true losers to me, just because they were in there with wars and in there with good competition. But I think Brandon Rios versus Ruslan Provodnikov at 140 will be a hell of a fight. Maybe even at 147, because Brandon Rios looks like a big kid, and he looked like he had to weigh in naked to make weight for this. He was a little bit over, so he might be still having problems with weight. As you guys know, at 35, he was having problems making weight, so he moved up. And his second fight at 140, it looked like he had a little bit of trouble making weight. So maybe even have that fight at 147 or 140, whatever works for both fighters. I think that's a hell of a matchup. As far as Mike Alvarado, preferably if he can work a deal with Golden Boy and fight one of the people with Golden Boy. Oscar De La Hoya mentioned Broner. I would love to see a fight like that. Maybe even Marquez or Timothy Bradley. But realistically, I'd rather see Timothy Bradley versus Marquez, and then have Alvarado fight somebody with Golden Boy if that's possible, and Rios fight Ruslan Provodnikov. Let me know what you guys think of that fight sequence, those matches. What do you think? Rios versus Ruslan Provodnikov, who would win that? Again, I think they have similar styles, heavy-handed punchers, aggressive, and they both have chins, and they come to knock each other's head off. I think that'd be a hell of an explosive fight. Mike Alvarado, the sky's the limit for him as of right now. He was able to get redemption in his last fight, and I've told you guys for a while now, I'd love to see Timothy Bradley versus Marquez. So let me know what you guys think of those particular fights. If not, what would you do? What fights would you make? Would you throw Pacquiao in there somewhere? As always, hate, comment, or subscribe. Until next video, it's Ego signing off.